Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. We will continue to learn Taitreeya Upanishad, second prashna, also called Brahmananda Valli. That's what we will learn. And I will say once, and you will be repeating maybe 2 times or 3 times or 4. I will based on, you can look at me and then. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Bhavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. 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 Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. For today's class, what I will do is, I will continue the new portions, and what you should do, I will continue the new portions, and then maybe after you can go back and practice many times. Once you practice it, then we will again go and do the all the So I think where did we finish last class? So I will start with Vijnanam, the last one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to start. Om Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. Om Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. Om Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. There's no Om. So we just starting that. So I just started with the Pranava mantra, but there is no Om before this. Yeah. Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute. Karmani Tanute Picha. Karmani Tanute Picha. Karmani Tanute Picha. Vijnanam Deva Sarve. Vijnanam Deva Sarve. Vijnanam Deva Sarve. Brahma Jyeshtamupasate. Brahma Jyeshtamupasate. Brahma Jyeshtamupasate. Vijnanam Brahma Chettveda. 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 Tasmacena Pramadyati. Tasmacena Pramadai. I think sorry. Last class, I think these we will go back one more step. So Let us start with Yato Vacho Nivartante. So, because for the continuity, so let us, so just like a relay, just have to go, we'll go back to the Yato Vacho Nivartante. Yato Vacho Nivartante. Yato Vacho Nivartante. Yato Vacho Nivartante. Aprapya Manasa Saha. Aprapya Manasa Saha. Aprapya Manasa Saha. Anandam Brahmano Vidvad. Anandam Brahmano Vidvad. Anandam Brahmano Vidvad. Na vibheti kadachaneti. Na vibheti kadachaneti. Na vibheti kadachaneti. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. 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 Yah purvasya. Yah purvasya. Yah purvasya. Tasmadva etasman manomayat. Tasmadva etasman manomayat. Tasmadva etasman manomayat. Anyontara atma vijnanamayah. 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 Tenaisha purnaha. Tenaisha purnaha. Tenaisha purnaha. Sava yesha purusha vidha eva. 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 Tasya purusha vidhatam. Tasya purusha vidhatam. Tasya purusha vidhatam. Anvayam purusha vidhaha. Anvayam purusha vidhaha. Anvayam purusha vidhaha. Tasya shraddhaiva shiraha. Tasya shraddhaiva. Tasya shraddhaiva shiraha. Tasya shraddhaiva shiraha. Tasya shraddhaiva shiraha. Ritam dakshinah pakshaha. Ritam dakshinah pakshaha. Ritam dakshinah pakshaha. Satyamuttarah pakshaha. Satyamuttarah pakshaha. Satyamuttarah pakshaha. Yoga atma. Yoga atma. Yoga atma. Mahah pucham pratishtha. 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 Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Vijnanam yajnam tanute. Vijnanam yajnam tanute. Vijnanam yajnam tanute. Karmani tanute picha. Karmani tanute picha. Karmani tanute picha. Vijnanam Deva Sarve.
Vijnanam Deva Sarve. Vijnanam Deva Sarve.
Brahmajyeshtamupasate.
Brahmajyeshtamupasate. Brahmajyeshtamupasate.
Vijnanam brahmacedveda.
Vijnanam brahmacedveda. Vijnanam brahmacedveda.
Tasmacena pramadyati.
Tasmacena
Tasmacena pramadyati.
Tasmacena
pramadyati.
Tasmacena
pramadyati. Tasmacena pramadyati. Should not come down. Tasmacena pramadyati. Tasmacena pramadyati. Tasmacena pramadyati. Sharire papmano hitva.
Sharire papmano hitva.
Sharire papmano. Sharire papmano. Sharire papmano hitva. Sharire pap. Sharire papmano. Sharire papmano hitva. Sharire papmano hitva. Sharire papmano hitva. Sharire papmano. Sharire papmano hitva. Tasmache sarvan kaman samashnuta iti. Sarvan kaman samashnuta iti. Sarvan kaman
Samashnuta iti.
Tasvan kaman samashnuta
iti.
Tasyaisha eva sharira atma.
Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma.
Yah purvasya.
Yah purvasya. Yah purvasya.
Tasmadva tasmad vijnanamayat. Tasmadva tasmad vijnanamayat. Tasmadva tasmad vijnanamayat. Again. Tasmadva tasmad vijnanamayat. Anyontara atmanandamaya. Anyontara atmanandamaya. Anyontara atmanandamaya. Anyontara atmanandamaya. Tenaisha purnaha. Tenaisha purnaha. Tenaisha purnaha. Sava yesha purusha vidha eva. 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 Tasya purusha vidhatam. Tasya purusha vidhatam. Tasya
Purusha Vidhatam.
Anvayam Purusha Vidhaha.
Anvayam Purusha Vidaha. Anvayam Purusha Vidaha.
Anvayam Purusha Vidhaha.
Anvayam Purusha Vidaha. Anvayam Purusha Vidaha.
Tasya Priyameva Shiraha.
Tasya Priyameva Shiraha. Tasya Priyameva Shiraha.
Modo Dakshina Pakshaha.
Modo Dakshina Pakshaha. Modo Dakshina Pakshaha.
Pramoda Uttara Pakshaha.
Pramoda Uttara Pakshaha. Pramoda Uttara Pakshaha.
Ananda Atma.
Ananda Atma. Ananda Atma.
Brahma Pucham Pratishta.
Brahma Pucham Pratishta. Brahma Pucham Pratishta.
Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati.
Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati. Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati.
Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati.
Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati. Tadapyesha Shloko Bhavati.
Asaneva sa bhavati.
Asanneva sa bhavati. Asanneva sa bhavati.
Asanneva sa bhavati. Asanneva sa bhavati. Asanneva sa bhavati. Asanneva sa bhavati. Asanneva sa bhavati. Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet. Asad Brahmeti
Veda Chet.
Asad Brahmeti. Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet. Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet. Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet. Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet.
Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet.
Aste Brahmeti Chet Veda. Aste Brahmeti Chet. Aste Brahmeti Chet Veda. 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 Santamenantato viduriti. Santamenantato. 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 Santamenantato viduriti. 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 Santamenantato viduriti. Santamenantato viduriti. Santamenantato
Viduriti. Santamenantato viduriti.
Tasyaisha eva sharira atma.
Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma.
Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma.
Tasyaisha eva sharira atma.
So what is next?
Yapurvasya.
Yapurvasya. Yapurvasya. Because they always follow. After this, you will have Yapurvasya. So this is repeated so many times. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma is repeated many times. It means because it is repeated, it says Yapur. Like no. It says just like we have said before. Whenever it normally they don't repeat. Whenever they repeat, they will say that it is a repetition. They will tell that this has been already said before. So Just like the one we said before, F Purvasya. Yeah, as said before. Yeah, F Purvasya. Athato prashnaha. Atha, second tha. Athato prashnaha. Athato prashnaha. Athato prashnaha. Athato prashnaha. Again. Athato prashnaha. Uta vidvanamun lokam pretya. Uta vidvanamun lokam pretya. Uta vidvanamun lokam pretya. Okay, I will spread. Uta vidvanamum. Uta vidvanamum. Uta vidvanamum. Uta vidvanamun lokam pretya. 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 Vidyanamum lokam pretya. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. 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 Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Aho vidvanamun lokam pretya. 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 Pretya. Aho vidvanamun lokam pretya. So, when we are saying without the book, when we learned, these are the places where we have to keep a tab or watch. Because first one we have to know which one we said. First one is the same, but Uta Vidwan. Second one is Aho Vidwan. But every other, like everything is other same. Uta Vidvanamun lokam pretya kaschana gacchati. Aho Vidvanamun lokam pretya. The next will change. It's not Kaschana Gacchati, but I'm just saying the first one is Uta Vidwan. Second term is Aho Vidwan. So we have to remember that. Uta Vidvanamun lokam pretya Kaschana Gacchati. Aho Vidvanamun lokam pretya. So just all the three lines you said here. Uta Vidvanamun lokam pretya Kaschana gacchati. Aho vidvanamun lokam pretya. Pretya. Yeah, again. Uta vidvanamun lokam pretya kaschana gacchati. Aho vidvanamun lokam pretya. Next one. Kaschet samashnuta. Kaschet samashnuta. Kaschet samashnuta. Kaschet samashnuta. Kaschet samashnuta. Kaschet samashnuta.
Kaschit samashnuta. Kaschit samashnuta.
So who is down and this samash. So here, so this is why like Vedas were taught like from a sound, Shruti, because it is very difficult to put these swaras, but still we have found ways to do. So books they will say, because this is not usually the long vowel. If it is 2 matras, here it is 1 more extra matra. It's 3 matras. So book will say 3 separately. Kaschet samashnuta. Oh. Kaschet samashnuta. Oh. Kaschet samashnuta. Oh. Kaschet samashnuta. Oh.
Kaschit samashnuta. One doubt.
Yeah.
How do we know, like, when the matra when it is extended, when everyone chant?
You just said correctly. You all, everybody is saying exactly right. Yeah, everybody is saying exactly right.
That's the way you practice.
This is how, because we didn't know, when we learned there was no book. So there was no book when we learned, and previously Vedas were never learned from the books. It was only from the sound. So the best way to learn Vedas is by the sound. Just like how a child is able to repeat the nursery rhymes. So this is actually the same concept. You just think this is a rhyme or something, then you will easily get. If you think this is complicated, you will not get. You just try to mimic the exact sound. So
it is important when others are saying
If
somebody gets in between, it misses others.
Yeah, but no. But those who see now, all of you are saying correctly, right? Yeah. Kaschet samashnuta. Kaschet samashnuta. So kamayata. Bahusyam praja yeti.
Bahusyam praja yeti. Bahusyam praja yeti.
So, whenever there is a long vowel and then it is followed by another vowel, I told you to give a gap, right? Here, you would have noticed I didn't give the gap, because here there is no vowel, it is a consonant. Here it is Y-E, ya. A is, it is not A as the vowel, but the ya. Y-E. So it is, that is why I didn't give the gap. You have to notice that, right? If it was a vowel, I would have given a gap. So we wouldn't say like this, right? We would have said, it's Bagusyam praja ye. You would have given the gap, but we are not giving gap because next is not vowel. It is only the consonant ya. Bagusyam praja ye yeti. Bagusyam praja ye yeti. Bagusyam praja ye yeti. Satapo tapyata. Satapo tapyata. Satapas. Okay. Satapo tapyata. Satapo tapyata. Tapyata. Tam. Tapyata. So it is not long ta, but whenever there is a shorter vowel at the end, we don't just cut it if it is at the end. Normally a short vowel you pronounce as short, but in the Veda, if it is a last letter in a sentence, you would just not cut it like short. It is, but you should also not elongate so much that it appears like a dirgha. So that is the, if it was dirgha, it's a tapyata. But here it is satapo tapyata. That's it. Tapyata. Satapo tapyata. Satapo. Satapas taptva. Satapas taptva. I will give the two sentences together, and then you can try this, because this is going to be repeated so many times. Satapo tapyata. Satapas. I will say both. Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva. 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 Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva.
The ending, when you say Satapo
Tapyata. Satapas taptva. No. The second one should be longer. Satapo, yeah. Satap. First one, we don't just cut short, but it is not a long vowel. So you just say Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva. Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva. Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva. Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva.
This will also repeat it globally quite often.
Yeah, that's why this is going to be repeated so many times later on, also in the third prashna. Yeah. So this Satapo tapyata, Satapas taptva will be repeated so many times, because now the sage, the rishi or the guru is now, he is teaching the disciple how to get this highest bliss, highest yoga, the bliss. So there is no shortcut, right? So that is why Satap. So he'll say, okay, go and do more meditation and penance. So there is no answer. The student sits, so expecting the teacher to give something in a platter, like just in a plate. Oh, this is the answer. Just take it, right? But he is only giving some tools and also giving some aids and how the student can accomplish, and then say go and do penance. So Satapo, then he says Satapo tapyata means he did the penance. Satapas taptva means after that he has done it, after having done that penance. So now the next stage will come. So he goes stage by stage. So he will go one stage, then he will say, okay, he will come back. So from the first step, now he has claimed one more step. So he comes back and then he does the same tapas, and like he does the penance, meditation, he comes back. But now he has actually progressed to the second step. Then he again comes back, he gets more guidance, more teaching. He again goes meditation, now goes to the third step. So it's a step-by-step process. That is why this one. So once you know this once, the same swara. Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva. Satapo tapyata. Don't Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva. Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva. Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva. Idagum sarvamasrijata. Idagum sarvamasrijata. Idagum sarvamasrijata. Yadidang kincha. Yadidang kincha. Yadidang kincha. Kincha. Yadidang kincha. Yadidang kincha. Yadidang kincha. Tat srishtva. Tat srishtva. Tat srishtva. Tat srishtva. Tadevanupravishat. 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 Tadanupravishya. 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 Satchatyaccha Satchatyaccha Bhavat Satchatyaccha Satchatyaccha Satcha 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 Tyacha. Both are first cha only. So
one is Dirgham, one is without.
no. One is up. Sat. So Satcha 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 Tyacha Satcha Tyacha Satcha Tyacha Satcha Tyacha Bhavat 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 Satcha Tyacha Bhavat. So I will again go to the same. We will again do this one because this is slightly from here slightly different, slightly difficult. Asanne vasa bhavati, asanne vasa bhavati, asanne vasa bhavati, asanne vasa bhavati. Asat brahmeti che, asat brahmeti veda ched, asat brahmeti veda ched. Asat brahmeti veda ched, 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 aste brahmeti ched veda. Aste brahmeti ched veda, aste brahmeti ched, aste brahmeti ched veda, aste brahmeti ched veda, aste brahmeti ched. Brahme, you should not take up. Aste brahmeti ched veda, aste brahmeti ched veda, aste brahmeti ched veda. Santame nandato viduriti, 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 santame nandato viduriti. Santamenantato viduriti. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma. Yah purvasya. Yah purvasya. Yah purvasya. Athato prashnaha. Athato prashnaha. Athato prashnaha. Uta vidvanamun lokam pretya. 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 Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. So you are just making sure this is not the usual long vowel dirgha. It has extra matra. After the ti, usually Kaschana gacchati. That is long. This is Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Kaschana gacchati. Aho vidvan amun lokam pretya.
Aho vidvanamun lokam pretya. Aho vidvanamun lokam pretya.
Kaschit samashnuta. Kaschit samashnuta. Kaschit samashnuta. Kaschit samashnuta. Kaschit samashnuta. Kaschit samashnuta. So when you learn, when we have to chant without the book, that is why when I learned, I will have to figure out things like how, where this will come, right? So the moment the new paragraph asanne vasabhavati comes, immediately I know that in between there are going to be two lines which are very peculiar. So I will know immediately that there is something coming in this. So that is my indication. That is my pointer. Asanne vasabhavati. That is my pointer. That in this paragraph, two lines which will be not a normal swara, like what normally we don't use these swaras on a normally in Vedic mantras. This is so there will be some peculiar or new swaras are getting introduced in this chapter. That's why you should, whenever you know asanne vasabhavati, you have to be alert that something is coming, which is uta vidva namun Uta vidva namun lokam pretya kaschana gacchati. Aho vidva namun lokam pretya kaschit samashnuta. So kamayata. So kamayata. So kamayata. Bahusyam prajayeti. Bahusyam prajayeti. Bahusyam prajayeti. Satapo tapyata. Satapo tapyata. Satapo tapyata. Satapas taptva. Satapas taptva. Satapas taptva. Idagum sarvamasrujata. Idagum sarvamasrujata. Idagum sarvamasrujata. Yaditang kincha. Yaditang kincha. Yaditang kincha. Tatsrishtva. 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 Tadeva nupravishat. Tadeva nupravishat. Tadeva nupravishat. Tadanu pravishya. Tadanu pravishya. Tadanu pravishya. Satchatyacha bhavat. Satchatyacha bhavat. Satchatyacha bhavat. Niruktancha niruktamcha. Niruktamcha niruktamcha. Niruktamcha niruktamcha. Nilayanancha nilayanancha. 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 Nilayanam. Nilayanancha nilayanancha. Nilayanancha nilayanancha. Nilayanancha nilayanancha. Nilayanancha nilayanancha. So this is, so now it is giving more like a definition, right? The Brahman. So it said Niruktam. It is, Uktam means whatever said. So this is said, Uktam. Niruktam means it is not said. Not said, and also it is said. So this is, so it is already giving the complication of something. It is so says it is not said and it is said. Then it is not moving and it is also moving. Nilayanam is not moving, then it is also stationary. So it is not moving and also it is moving. So what is, then it says this is Vijnanancha, Avijnanancha. So in your mind or like you have to think from your knowledge, you can get it or you cannot get it from knowledge. Then it is also Satyam. This is truth and also not truth. So this is okay. Niruktancha, 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 Nilayanancha, 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 Vijnanancha, 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 Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam. Satyam cha and nritam means truth and false. Together they combine to become a truth. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. 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 Satyam cha nritam cha satyam cha nritam. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam. Satyam cha nritam. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Mabhavat, mabhavat, mabhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam. Satyam cha nritam. Satyam cha nritam. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Satyam cha nritam cha satyam abhavat. Yadidam kincha, yadidam kincha, yadidam kincha, tat satyamitya chakshate, tat satyamiksha chakshate, tat satyamitya chakshate, tat satyamitya chakshate, tat satyamitya chakshate, tat satyamitya chakshate. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Asadva. 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 Idamagra asit. Idamagra asit. Idamagra asit. Tato vai sadajayata. Tato vai sadajayata. Tato vai sadajayata. Asadva idamagra asit. Asadva idamagra asit. Asadva idamagra asit. Asadva idamagra asit. Tato vai sadajayata. Tato vai sadajayata. Tato vai sadajayata. Tadatmanag swayama kuruta. Tadatmanag
tadatmanagga
Swayama kuruta.
swayama kuruta
Swayama
kuruta
tadatmanagga swayama kuruta. Tadatmanagga swayama kuruta. Tadatmanagga swayama
kuruta
tadatmanagga swayama kuruta. Tadatmanagga tadatmanagga swayama kuruta. Tadatmanagga swayama kuruta.
tadatmanagga swayama kuruta
Tadatmanagga swayama
kuruta
tasmatat sukuruta muchyata iti. Tasmatat tasmatat sukuruta. Tasmatat sukuruta. Tasmatat sukuruta. Tasmatat muchyata iti. Muchyata iti. Tasmatat sukrata 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 muchyata iti. Yasmatat sukrata muchyata iti. Yadvaitat sukritam. Yadvaitat sukritam. Yadvaitat sukritam. Yadvaitat sukritam.
yadvaitat sukritam
Raso vaisaha. Raso vaisaha. Saha. Raso vaisaha. Raso vaisaha.
raso vaisaha
Raso
vaisaha
rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva. Okay. Rasagyeva. Rasagyeva.
rasagyeva
Rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva.
rasagyeva yallabdva
So when the sandhira im வந்து it will start the la மாதிரி வரும். The next so when you split it will be evayam. When you join it becomes different. Rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva. Nandi bhavati. Nandi bhavati. Nandi bhavati. Nandi bhavati. Nandi bhavati.
Nandi bhavati Nandi bhavati.
So I am splitting only for you to understand. Normally we should not split here because this is rasagyeva yallabdva nandi. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi. So you have to give that va bits long. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi bhavati. Without giving a breath. Because it is labdva anandi bhavati. So that in the sandhi it goes, that's why you give that pass. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi bhavati. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi bhavati. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi labdva. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi bhavati. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi bhavati. Rasagyeva yallabdva nandi bhavati. Rasagyeva yallabdva
Varandi Bhavati.
Ko Hyevanyat. Ko Hyevanya. Ko Hyevanya. Ko Hyevanyat. Ko Hyevanyat. Ko Hyevanyat. Ko Hyevanyat.
Ko Hyevanyat.
Ko Hyevanyat. Ko Hyevanyat.
Ko
Hyevanyat. Kaf Pranyat. Kaf Pranyat.
Kaf Pranyat.
So in the end you say t, right? Pranyat. But in the middle that t you don't say t, it's it. You just say it. Ko, the way you will say is Ko Hyevanyat Kaf Pranyat. 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 Vanyat it first. Ko Hyevanyat Kaf. That if first should not come. Ko Hyevanyat Kaf Pranyat.
Ko Hyevanyat.
Kaf Pranyat.
Ko Hyevanyat.
Kaf Pranyat. Ko Hyevanyat Kaf
Pranyat.
Ko Hyevanyat Kaf Pranyat. Ko Hyevanyat Kaf Pranyat.
Ko Hyevanyat.
Kaf Pranyat. Ko Hyevanyat Kaf
Pranyat.
Ko Hyevanyat Kaf
Pranyat.
Yadesha Akasha Anando Nasyat.
Yadesha Akasha
Anando Nasyat. Yadesha Akasha Anando Nasyat. Yadesha Akasha Anando Nasyat. Yadesha Akasha Anando
Nasyat.
Yadesha Akasha Anando
Nasyat.
Yesha Hyevanandayati. 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 Yesha Hyevanandayati.
Yesha Hyevanandayati. Yesha Hyevanandayati.
Yada Hyevaisha.
Yada
Hyevaisha.
Yada Hyevaisha.
Etasmin adrishye.
Etasmin adrishye. Etasmin adrishye.
Etasmin adrishye natmye. Etasmin adrishye natmye. Nat adrishye natmye. Nat na it im ye. Natmye. Right? Adrishye anatmye nirukte nilayane. All with a. Nilayana, but this is all ali. So that a, the sandhi, because of that the a you don't say it, but everything has the A. So this is Adrishya, means
It's a long word.
yeah, it is. No, it is a long sentence, not a long word, long line. So Adrishya means, Drishya means seen. Adrishya means unseen. Yeah. Adrishya, Anatmya, Anatmya. So Atma, so like Anatma. So this is Atma and Anatma. So if this is like you think you are that, if we are the Atma, this is not that Atma. So this is Anatma. Anatme, the Anirukte, then Anirukte is not said. Then Anirukte, Anilayane. Then Abhayam, Pratishtham, Vindate. So A is there. So you have to say without giving a breath. That is what. So I'm not giving the full meaning here. This is a very detailed meaning. I'm not giving the meaning. The reason I'm telling is the way I will just say once. But I'm going to, when you learn, I'm going to split. But after you learn, this is how you have to say this. Yada he vaishaye tasmin adrishyena nirukte nilayane bhayam pratishtham vindate. So that is how you have to say at the end. So now I am going to split. So it will be Yada he vaishaye tasmin adrishyena nirukte nilayane bhayam pratishtham. So if you give a pause, that A will be gone. If you give a pause, so in the Sandhi, you should not give a pause at that point. That's what you are. So the breath control here is very important. So when you are, so you have to have that breath control without giving that breath. Yada ke vaishaye tasminna drishyena nirukte nilayane bhayam pratishtham vindate. Only there you should give the breath. Yada ke vaishaye tasminna drishye. Yada ke vaishaye tasminna drishye. Yada ke vaisha. Yada he vaisha, etasmin adrishye, natmye, nirukte, nilayane, bhayam, pratishtham vindate. So I am only splitting. That is not the word. You have to again, because I am splitting, you should not get confused. This bhayam is not the word. Nilayane is not the word. It's all anilane, abhayam, all right. So I am splitting only for you to get everything. Then when we join, then it will be easy. That is why I am going to. I am splitting the way we chant when we join. Right? You have to get this point very. I hope you understand this point. Yada he vaisha etasmin adrishye. 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 Natmye nirukte. Natmye nirukte. Natmye nirukte. Nilayane bhayam. Nilayane bhayam. Nilayane bhayam. Pratishtham vindate. Pratishtham vindate. Pratishtham vindate. Athaso bhayam gato bhavati. Athaso bhayam gato bhavati. Athaso bhayam gato bhavati. Athaso bhayangato bhavati. Athaso bhayangato bhavati. Athaso bhayangato bhavati. Athaso bhayangato. Athaso bhayang. Athaso bhayangato. Athaso bhayangato bhavati. Athaso bhayangato bhavati. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Noda me te tasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Noda tasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Yada he vaisha. It's not in. It is in. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Yada he vaisha etasmin. Nudaramantaram kurute. Nudaramantaram kurute. Nudaramantaram kurute. Nudaramantaram kurute. Nudaramantaram kurute. Athatasya bhayam bhavati. Athatasya bhayam bhavati. Athatasya bhayam bhavati. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. 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 Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. 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 Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Manvanasya. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Tatveva bhayam vidusho. Manvanasya. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Ishasmat. Ishasmat. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Vatah pavate. Vatah pavate. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Ishasmat vatah pavate. Ishodeti suryaha. Ishodeti suryaha. Ishodeti suryaha. Ishasmadagnischendrascha. 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 Ishasmadagni. Ishasmadagnischendrascha. Ishasmadagnischendrascha. Mrityordhavati panchama iti. Mrityordhavati panchama iti. Mrityordhavati panchama iti. Mrityordhavati panchama iti. So this is B means bhaya. The word B is the root for the bhaya, right? So fear. So it says, due to fear, the wind is blowing. Due to the fear, the sun is every day doing the same thing every day without fail.
Fear from what?
Yeah, it is due to fear. Just here it just says fear, right? Due to fear, Because sun suddenly if it decides today I will take a break. I want long weekend. Don't want to rise today, right? So it is not saying that because of every day without fail it just comes like it is there, right? Because the earth is doing that thing. It is keeping the earth under control. Sun is doing. So sun suddenly doesn't say, okay, today I will stop giving light. I will just keep the light. I'll put off. If it has a switch, I will put off the switch so that there's no light for 5 days. You'll be without sun, right? It doesn't say that. So that is why Bhishasmat Vatah Pavate Bhishodeti Surya Bhishasma only Bhishasma means because of the fear, the Agni, the fire god, and also Indra. They are also acting with that fear. So fear of that ultimate, the Brahman. So the Niyati or the world is there. It is in order. So because they want that thing to be in order. So the person who keeps everything in order, like from a god is like we say Yama, right? Yama means to keep everything in control. Nobody goes beyond control. So that is the guy. So here the fear of that. Here he doesn't say fearing what. So that your question is, what do they fear? Here, yeah, exactly. They are bound. Exactly. They have that because
Fear of breaking fast.
no, it's for example, we become like you just act whatever comes to our mind without having anybody to control, whether your family or your friends or the society, like everybody just does like going out of control, then it will be chaotic. So the sun, moon, stars, everything, right? Everything does their own job. The wind, the fire, they are all doing. It is just that the discipline they have, right? So that discipline comes from the fear. So the fear here is they fear something. Everybody fears something which keeps them under control. So that is what here it means. Bhishasmat vatah pavate bhishodeti suryaha. Bhishasmat agnischendrascha mrityurdhavati panchamaiti. Saishanandasya Mimagumsa bhavati Yuvasyat sadhu Yuvadhyayakaha Asishto Dridishto balishtaha Here the teacher here he gives like he is giving lot of for getting the Brahma Jnana, right? The teacher is telling. And here when you see these words, it says, why is the teacher saying this? Says you have to have this the bala, like the strength of your physical body as your mental body, your mind, your physical. So he's saying go to gym and do workout and then be very strong. Then only you can get even because if you want to do meditation for long, you have to sit for like 25 hours. If your body is not capable, you cannot do it. So now here he says completely, totally, which is not like related to any. Normally, when you go to a spiritual person, they would not so go to gym and do some exercise.
Keep yourself
Fit, right? That is only in the gym they say, right? Here this Upanishad says you have to for the sadhana you need that health. You need the strong, strong body is also rare. Yeah. Sound body and sound mind are required. So he says, Asishto Dridishto balishtaha. Asishto dridishto balishtaha. Asishto dridishto balishtaha. Tasyeyam prithvi. Tasyeyam prithvi. Tasyeyam prithvi. Sarva vittasya purna syat. Sarva vittasya purna syat. Sarva vit. Sarva vittasya purna syat. Sarva vittasya purna syat. Sarva vittasya purna syat. Sarva vittasya purna syat. So the teacher gave different examples for the Brahman. Student finally couldn't get any meaning at all until now. So he's still in the very, not even like maybe one or two steps, but the point where that person has to reach is very too far again. So now the teacher, the Rishi now thinks, okay, we have to give like a quantitative examples for that person to understand. So that because people understand, right? Now you said, okay, Brahman is big. So then you say, how big? Right? You will ask how big. Then only when you say how big or how much quantitatively somebody can. So now he is giving that. He is now trying to give the explain this Anandam, define the Brahman in terms of quantitative like numbers. He says first you take one like what is that final happiness, right? He says every human sometimes you will get happiness, right? You feel happy, right? Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are not happy. But he says during the time you are happy, take that happiness, take that. Then Sayeko Manusha Ananda means like our own happiness. Then he says, then you multiply that by 100. You take your happiness, imagine what you have. So if you can put your, because you know your happiness, right? Like you felt that you ate some like sweet or something. You ate something you really liked, you are really happy. So imagine that happiness and note it. And then multiply that happiness by 100 times. Then he says, that amount of happiness will be one, which is there are other beings like Manusha, then there is another higher level of being called Manushya Gandharva. So Manushya Gandharva, they are called Gandharva. You have Gandharva, Kinnara, Vanara, different types of species. So the Manushya Gandharva's happiness is human, like our happiness multiplied by 100. Then he says, then you now take that Gandharva's happiness, multiply by another 100. Then that big happiness will be one Deva Gandharva. Then you multiply by another 100, you will get another happiness, which will be Manushya Gandharva, then Deva Gandharva. Then after that, you multiply by 100, you will get the Pitriloka, how our ancestors in the Pitriloka, they are all like in the full happiness because of like what the karma, all that which are all done by their descendants, they have that happiness. So that is that happiness.
So that is Manushya Gandharva or
No, Manushya after that. So already they have like our happiness. They already have like I have done so many 100 times. So already I have got to million times now. So from human happiness, you have to do million times to get that happiness. Then after that, the Deva's happiness, of that you do another 100 times. Then then after that you will do Sayeko Ajan Ajanam Devanam. So that is the Ajan, Gaja Ajan Ajanam Devanam Anandaha. Then you do another 100 times. Then you say Karma Devanam. So there are different types of. So he is defining different devas. Then after the Karma Deva, then that becomes one Ananda for the Deva. So now there are different Deva classifications. Now you come to the actual gods. So already they are like billion times there in that bliss of happiness, what we feel billion times. Now do another 100 times. That is the happiness of the of that Indra, who is the Lord of all the Devas. Indra's now you do another 100 times, you get the Ananda of the Brihaspati. Then you do another 100 times, you get the happiness of Prajapati. Then you multiply another 100 times, you will get the happiness of the Brahman.
Too many hierarchies.
No. It is just giving you quantitative. So now he says.
First you have to imagine your own.
Yeah. Then you go step by step. Then you will know.
So Indra is almost there.
No. But still he is not in that. From Indra to that Brahman, he is already another 10,000 times. Another 10,000 times happiness. So if Indra is assume 10,000 times, right? If you have 1 kilo, 10,000 kilo, that's still very big, right?
Wow.
1 mile and 10,000 miles. So Indra is there, but the Brahman is, so from our maybe 1 trillion times of our, he is just giving a quantitative, because that is how we can, at least now we can figure out what that Brahmananda is. This is what a Shiva Yogi, the yogi, experience in this life. So that is why we say in the Bhagavad Ayeva Shiva Yogi Digadyate. In the Bhagavad Upanishad we say, right? This is what it says. You have to, if you want to understand the Bhagavad Upanishad, such Shiva Yogi at the last, when you do this Bhagavad Upanishad, he says this is the palan for that, is that they have this amount of trillion times of normal, like somebody is feeling this much happiness. That Bhavana Paraha means the one who has done this Mahajaga Krama, the Bhavana Para gets trillion times more that happiness which the other normal person does. So Sayeva Shiva Yogi Digadyate. So that is, and that person is called the yogi. It's called the Shiva Yogi. So you call this person yogi when it means they have got this Brahmananda. So after this is this Upanishad. So probably we'll finish in 1 or 2 more classes. Then we will go back and revise, and in next few other will be very easy, because it is going to be repeated again and again repeated. Eko Manushya Gandharvana Sotvesya Chakamagatasya Ye Shatam Manushya Gandharvana like that it will be Sayeko Deva Gandharvana. I'm just giving example. Then Sayeko Deva Gandharvana Mananda Sotvesya Chakamagatasya Ye Shatam Deva Gandharvana Mananda. So it will be just say that. So when you learn, it is very simple. You have to just remember the sequence. First is Manushya Gandharvana, then Deva Gandharvana, then Karma Deva, like Pitridam, Karma Devanam. Like you have to just remember the sequence. This all the next chapter will just go in a breeze. This is very simple. Then after this chapter actually ends so it's almost coming to an end. So we will not have class next week due to Navaratri, and then so for next probably next 2 weeks we may not have a class. I will try to have maybe some class on the Vijayadashmi day. We will try to have online, so we can all come online for the Vijayadashmi. Yeah. So for that, no, I think 19th or 18th or 19th. Yeah, I will do from a video thing. Yeah, so online, just maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. We'll try to do something. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, probably your the previous day evening here. I will let you know the time. And so this Upanishad. Just you go back and listen to the sound for maybe 10-15 times. This will come very easily. So this is just actually, this is because this is so rhyming and this is so beautiful. It's so melodious. This Upanishad, when you chant properly, it's it is very good to listen, and also you feel that happiness just by chanting this. You get this Brahman. They call this Brahmanandavalli just for us to understand, but even if you don't understand the meaning, just chanting this Upanishad gives us that bliss. Yeah. So Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. We will again see in the next class.